You may have 3 wishes.
Only 3 wishes?
Yeah, that's the rule. So, what is your first wish?
I wish for infinite wishes.
Can't wish for infinite wishes. You're only allowed 3.
So I can't wish for more?
No. Now, make another wish.
I wish that I'm allowed to wish for infinite wishes.
Can't wish for that either.
Are you sure you're a genie?
Can't have infinite wishes.
Can I wish for infinite magic lamps?
No.
What about infinite genies?
No.
What about infinite birthday cakes?
So you can blow out all the candles and have infinite wishes?
Yeah.
No! Stop trying to get infinite wishes.
So what am I allowed to wish for?
Literally anything.
Oh. Oh! Then I wish for infinite wishes!
Except that.
Okay, fine. I wish...
Don't say infinite wishes.
I wish for...
Oh my god, you're gonna say infinite wishes, aren't
a
you?
box.
Oh.
Containing infinite wishes.
God!
That I don't need to worry about, you know. Any of these countries I cannot reach. I think, can I reach? Yeah, I can reach this. This is the furthest I can reach because... Yeah, I can slightly reach the Philippines. Do that, and then I... Okay. My only compliment I will give to it. I don't like the Noah family. The Noah family has that sort of like, oh, and we're better than you. And I was like, yes, I know you're the first one who did it, probably, in anime. Probably. I don't know. I might be wrong. But it's like, yeah.
Yeah, this compliment describes me perfectly. I really am insane. I am doing this recording at near midnight. I think this is a logical idea. Recording 10 videos per day. Where most TikTokers I'm seeing are doing 1, 2, 4. I don't know if I'm doing too many. And I don't know. Am I overworking myself? Maybe. Do I need to do this much stuff if it doesn't count as my job? Because I don't consider this my job. I don't get paid to do this. You answer me that. So yeah, again, I am insane. 10 videos per day, 2 long form recordings, live stream all of it that gets uploaded onto YouTube, alongside making a collage of the weeks and the months, which I think like I should be making one for this month. This is a test. If it's too long, well, this would be stupid. But there's one thing that I keep seeing on, because I'm going through a couple of like YouTube shorts every so often, because then I get like fun sounds I sometimes use there. Obviously, if you're TikTok, this is irrelevant. But the one thing which I've heard is that you could basically be like, oh look, there's a green screen kid in my hand, whereas like someone would like green screen themselves and it's like, they're in my hand. I could crush them if I wanted to. Will I do it? I have the power to destroy life. And I want to see if this works. I don't know why. I could be like, I could destroy this person. Whoever. I don't know how this works. This is just for fun. Let's see if it works. I don't know. I might be mad and insane and nothing happens. But I could destroy this person in the palm of my hands.
You know why a rattlesnake is called a rattlesnake? It's because it's a snake that rattles. Send this to someone because... rattle, rattle, rattle.
Unlikely lines from a children's book.
Somebody's been eating my porridge, said Mummy Bear. You can have mine, said Daddy Bear. I've just eaten this blonde girl I found in the bedroom.
Okay. So here's a little theory video of mine. And it's not like a theory video that is like, shocking news, the twist you didn't know. No, it's not that. It's not that entirely. This is the thing that everyone's been talking about. There's been comics made out of this. But I wanted to see what is the people who are watching this video, what are the general views? Because you get like people like Box Bites making reviews. You're getting the online creators making like the comics of them and people dubbing them, etc, etc, etc. But my question is, in Hazbin Hotel Season 2, will Emily fall? Yes or no? If you put maybe just don't answer the actual question, because I can only do a poll 2 because I don't know how to do a poll 3. I'm not that smart yet to make filters. Also, I feel like someone make a poll where you can put more than 2, because that will make it more interesting. Anyway, but that's my question. In Hazbin Hotel, do you think Emily will fall from an angel down to hell, like Lucifer? Because a lot of people have been theorizing that is what will happen, and I do actually believe that. I honestly do. If I can click yes, no, I would pick yes. But I don't think I can. If I can, I can. I'll pick yes. But in your opinion, no biases. If you say no, I'm not going to be like, oh no, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. This is incorrect. No. What do you think? Do you think Emily will fall? Yes or no? So here's this episode, and this episode I think is like really why am I saying episode? Because I was talking about Bluey. That's what. Bluey's good. Don't know why. Irrelevant. I was talking about Bluey on my stream because it's brilliant, and I think I was reminded of it. Anyway, this show. I love the idea of like, you have one world which is like magic, fantasy, all of this is his. And the other one is like, we have psychic energy. And you have one person who has magic, whose normal world is like, we're going to a magical world. And then this one is like, we have psychic energy. I'm like, you have to deal with that insanity of like, these two worlds have different systems. And it's funny. That's it. Sometimes the show is simple and it's just comedy. There are a bit of drama and I do get it. And it's really interesting. And also you have magical girls. Don't know where that is. Don't know where that's going to go. And that looks a little bit interesting. Magical girls are coming in. From where? Don't know. Don't get it. But I feel like they'll explain it in season 2. But this is just so interesting and so absolutely fun. And the jokes are funny. They do have a bit of like, I think like intense moments, but I would say it's more of a comedy. But it's fun, it's interesting, and some of the ideas are really good. And I don't know why, because some things leak in my brain together. Like there's an episode of Tom Scott where it's to do with puppets, and I always remember it because the first time I watched it, I was playing Deadpool. Fun fact, I don't know why. I was playing Deadpool because I think I had the PS4 at the time. Anyway, this episode will always remind me of airplanes because one of the episodes, which I think was the discussion when they were trying to get back the merchant from jail, I watched in the airport coming back to England. So that will always be my ride. Every time I see this, I'm like, huh. I don't know why. This is just weird. My brain's just weird and stupid. So yeah, this. Goodbye. Gotta stay stuff until this goes away. Because I got someone said annoying. Repeat. Imagine having to do this in normal. Imagine having to do this. But, you know, I speed it up. You kidding me?
In 5, 6, 7, 8, I am ready to take a nap.
Guess what I'm thinking now?
Well, are you thinking about me?
Ah, gotcha. I'm not thinking about anything. My mind is a complete void. Good try, though.
I wish I could hug you right now, but I cannot. So, I am sending you this video.
So, one thing of note. I've got 2 updates today, even though I made thing being like, I'm not going to record, and then I record anyway because I'm a dumbass and I don't have being like, no, I can wait. Anyway, the two updates. One is for Leia because I'm going to do a big thing about it. But the other one is last Thursday. I think everyone noticed. It's basically still going to be on like thoughts and announcement because I don't want to go back. I mean, on TikTok too long. They kicked me out. I didn't want to put it in the goodbye map app, but I watched the style theory of like the fashion show, and it was absolutely fun, brilliant, and awesome. It's just that note. I just wanted to point it out because that creators in fashion was so good, so amazing. I'm hoping they do one every year, but I don't know if they will or won't. I'm hoping they do. So, already buffering, great. This video is off to a great start. Yeah. Anyway, while the video just catches back up to where we are, I think the order probably will have kept, I don't know. So, if you would have heard, ByteDance are planning to sell, which means TikTok might be banned in the States. Insert banned imagery. So, what does that mean for me? For other content creators, they have Instagram, and some are doing on YouTube Shorts. For me personally, I'm going to be sort of moving on to YouTube Shorts, which I don't know if it's going to stay or not. That's going to be another discussion entirely. I might also do Instagram Reels. I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure I won't. But mostly because I already built up YouTube Shorts and me using YouTube Shorts, the only difference would be I will be using my phone because my phone seems to be the only one. Maybe my other iPad. For my other iPad, I will still be keeping most of the videos and doing the week stuff, doing the month stuff, etc., etc., etc. If YouTube Shorts go, eventually I will stop it, which will be really weird because I was being like maybe for a decade, but I don't know. But I will carry on TikTok as long as I possibly can. I will stay here. And if you're in America and you see my content, I will be posting the exact same content on YouTube Shorts. And some of them won't be YouTube Shorts because it's a little bit too long. Like this is 10 minutes. YouTube Shorts only work for 1 minute, which is funny. But I still will be doing stuff like reviews. I'll still be doing stuff like analysts. There won't be some in the background because Google doesn't do green screen, which is annoying. I like that. Maybe I'll try and figure something out. I don't know. Most likely not. But either way, I will still be having the streams when I make the videos. I will still be trying to do 10 videos per day. And, yeah, that will be the general plan. I will still be sort of doing this, and I will definitely be doing the Cuphead. If the shorts on YouTube Shorts leave, most likely I'll just do Cuphead, and maybe like every 3 days I mix between like Plague Cuphead and this, and maybe add like another game, because I've got like the test, and I could do that. So I can add one day being like, and here's the test. So I don't know. I've got maybe 7. Maybe I'll do that and then. I don't know. But anyway, that is what's happening. So again, mostly I'll be staying here because the band is America and I am English. So I am still going to record on here. And the other thing which I might do if YouTube Shorts go down, I might try and do long edited forms because I have Bandicut and I will use that if I can. So yeah, that is the plan, because I don't think at this point, or it seems like at most points, Bandicut's going to sell. Not Bandicut, why am I saying Band? ByteDance is going to sell. Which is fair, because TikTok is amazing. And about the data is not a thing. They're just convincing the world that if you go off the Wi-Fi, that gets your password for... No, that any website can do that. That's not a thing. Nice striking shot. But yeah, that will be my goals. Maybe, again, record on script. I don't know. But overall, that is the general idea. I hope it doesn't go down to it. I hope ByteDance eventually bites the bullet and then sells it. They have a year. They have a year to sell it, I think. But, yeah. I am putting this on TikTok, onto TikTok Banned, because, you know, if that's fitting, I'll just put a false announcement and TikTok Banned on YouTube, because for some reason TikTok can only do one. I do agree there are some weird quirks, but that's quirks and rather than faults. I don't know why I'm looking at this camera. This camera's not even recording. Anyway. So, yeah. So, I have Twitch. I have Facebook, but I'm mostly not on it. I have YouTube Shorts. And YouTube itself. Which, if this goes down, I might try and make more stuff. We'll have the Vine invasion, take 2. Vine didn't do it good enough, so we'll have the TikTokers. Us TikTokers will take over the YouTube algorithm. Anyway. Yeah, this really does feel like Vine 2. Vine 2. Electric Boogaloo. I don't know how many people are gonna get that. But yeah. Not the Vine 2 Vine, everyone recognizes Vine. But yeah. If this just go down, sadly, this has been fun. I'm not gonna go. I'm still gonna make content because this is fun. This is entertaining. This is absolutely, I'm doing stuff. I'm staying up until 1 a.m. in the morning. I don't need to prove why I would like to do this. This is just like, but yeah. This is absolutely insane. This is absolutely fun. And I will still carry on doing this. I am not giving up. Just because the band's happening, I still have other plans. I still will do other things. I don't know if anyone's interested, because I am trying to, again, not for profit. If I get a profit, different story. Again, if someone gives you free £10, I say no. But yeah, I do have other areas. I still have other things, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, this has been absolutely so incredible. So yeah. The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't know how to end this. Because I don't have an ending point. This is unscripted. For my longer ones, it will be scripted. Not exactly. I will sort of re-recording with Bandicam, because if I record with Bandicam has a thing with a circle and I can put a thing in the background. And maybe I do that. Maybe I do that with reviews. I don't know. Script the reviews. I don't know. Maybe I move on to that. Do scripted reviews of stuff, theoretically. I don't know. But I'm not going to give up making entertainment. Even though it's not my job, this is absolutely fun. This is absolutely entertaining. It is annoying because a lot of my creators who I think are absolutely good are on this platform. I just... Yeah. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because most of them you already follow all of them. That doesn't matter anyway. I was about to be like, and these are the names. And it's like, If I would have said them, I'd be sounding like, and then this, and then that. I've been the algorithm with myself. I don't know. So, yeah. Again, like I keep saying, I will not leave entertaining you. If TikTok is on my iPad, I will still make it. They will not take it away from me. Technically they won't, because it's not being banned in the UK. And if the UK bans it, I will be frustrated. Because it's not a thing. America's just being stupid. But we're all used to America being stupid at this point. Okay, we're all used to American politicians being stupid. And a lot of problematic things. So, absolutely, again, YouTube Shorts, Cuphead Plaguing will still stay. If YouTube Shorts go down, maybe I make, like, more lives. And I'll edit the Cuphead videos. I don't know, that might be fun. Like, do one long one cut. I don't know. I'm available to all options. I'm thinking about what I will do next, what will happen, because I do want to do this. I do love making content. This is absolutely fun. Making people, even if it's like, I don't get like the most views, because I don't care. I don't absolutely care. As long as like people are smiling. My job is done good. So yeah. I'm just going to keep this for the next 20 seconds because I'm an idiot. I love looking up and down. And you're not recording. This is streaming and this is recording as well. Because I am absolutely insane right now. So yeah. YouTube Shorts, YouTube, you know.
Somewhere out there is a tree whose single purpose is to replace the oxygen you waste. Go find it and apologize.
Ooh, that means two things. That means one, if I devolve this, I have 100, meaning blood 2, which I have. Oh. Oh, jump. Okay.
Six, 7, 8, I am ready to take a nap. In 5, 6, 7, 8, I am ready. In 5, 6, 7, 8, I am ready to take a nap.
How do you two know each other?
Don't I go back to the TARDIS?
Huh?
Go back to the TARDIS.
You never tell me to do that.
Oh, but he is recognizing me. Are you not get pleased, Herr Doctor? To see me again after so many years.
Who is he?
The Toy Maker. We meet again, Doctor.
Unlikely lines from a children's book.
The wonderful thing about tickers is we can disembowel a gazelle in 10 seconds.
Did you eat all the cookies?
I'm not a pig, Cassandra. I ate all of your cookies. I'm saving mine for later.
Huh. You are nothing but a self-serving, inconsiderate, arrogant freeloader.
You know, I could rattle off insulting adjectives describing your personality too, but to do so would imply that you actually have.
So, the wrong way to use healing magic. I love this. For a couple of reasons. There is one character who I like the most. One, because I like their armor. And two, I don't know why. It's like stereotypical words, but not in like that bad way. That's like, oh, tea, oh, biscuits. But it's like that stereotypical like posh sound. I don't know if I'm just reading too much into it. I probably am. But I just love it. But I love the idea of like, here's a healing magic system. Here's how not to use it. I'm like, wait, what? I just love it. It's insane. It's fun. I'm excited for what happens next. It's really interesting, really awesome. And I love the idea where it's like, instead of having like, oh, here's one person and we're going to focus on like, for one hero, you get like a couple of people, and I know there are some ones where it's like you get a couple of people, but I think this is absolutely fun, absolutely insane, and absolutely so awesome because it's so fun and you get so many things really interesting. I also like this character, which you're not going to be able to see on Twitch. I don't know why I mentioned that. No, I don't think anyone says, say hi if you're here, wave! But yeah, she's just really fun and really insane. So yeah, I 100% recommend to watch it. So, on a bit of news, this is just general announcements, the last one of the day. I forgot to update. Don't worry about this, that will come in later. This is the last one. So, one, I got these. This wasn't originally part of the plan, but I found them. And yeah. This is 8 Billion Genies, and I've been looking for these, and they've been really fun and interesting and amazing. But the one thing which is interesting, and I have a picture for it, is I said before that I do Gusto, and the one thing I love, and I'm not going to show the recipe as much as I can, I'm going to try and hide it, is there's a Gusto by the Bluey. I don't know how this was happening. I found this. Actually, no. Do Gusto. But look, you can get like Bluey down here. It's like really fun. Watch Bluey. Bluey's really fun. But I just love that you have this recipe here. I'm trying to hide the thing so you don't really see it. This recipe here. I would like to point out, let's do, here's what it should look like. Here's what mine's would look like. It doesn't have the sauce on the side because I didn't take a picture of that. But the sauce was really good. Usually I'm like, just ketchup, nothing else. But the sauce was like, the sauce was good. The sauce was nice. So yeah, this is just me just saying again. Wait, where's the thing? Watch Bluey. And Gusto has recipes for Bluey, which is absolutely fun. I'm not going to show off the recipe because like I could just be like, here's the ingredients, here's first, and then you don't need to use Gusto. Gusto's really good, and I don't want to be like that because I feel like that would be bad. But it looks so... It actually was really good. Especially like the chicken, and like, yeah, it was fun, it was nice, it was delicious. Try this recipe, really good. So basically, where that came from was really interesting because for some reason there was a sound happening, meaning in the YouTube one there was no sound. In the other one it's taken over by a music thing which overplays my sound, which is annoying. But I was just saying like, oh, what character am I going to get, and I'm like, oh yeah, Zuko, and I think it's in the sort of, it doesn't say anything. Yeah, I think it says best character as a thing because I get Zuko, who I think is the best character in Avatar. So yeah, that's all I really said. Yeah, that was a big mistake. I looked like an idiot, and I was like, it's like, yes, I forgot to use sound. I turned my voice off for the recording for some reason. So yeah.
There's a spider on my ceiling and I'm naming him Dave. Spider Dave, you better behave.
Ho ho ho. No.
This box contains your greatest fear. Do your worst. I fear nothing. And that's exactly what's inside. Nothing!
Ooh. I just opened something up while I'm doing this because I'm an idiot. Who decides to be like, yes, why do one thing when I could try and do two things poorly? Okay, so. Okay, now. Okay, that was bad timing on all accounts.
Your name, now, or I'm dragging your ass out of here.
Okay, well, I'm not being coy. Truth is, I can't remember.
Why are you looking for Chief?
Can't remember that either. But when I think of him, I am filled with an overwhelming and immediate urge to punch him in the face.
That's him.
Yep.
Word.
Sounds about right.
Simon tells me things have become a little bit tense between you.
No.
Is that you on that mug?
No. Michael's being insufferable.
Okay. Let's try and be a bit more constructive.
I mean, you see what I'm having to work with?
Is that why you're upset, Michael?
No, I'm upset because David and Simon are f***ing liars.
All right, I admit it was handled badly.
Yes, I will absolutely hold my hands up that I did hold some stuff back. The reason I did that is because of my experience of Michael. I knew that at this time he would become overly sensitive.
Oh, fuck!
I didn't want to hold things up.
No,
because I knew that we had limited time.
Let's not start doing that.
Start doing what?
Pointing f***ing fingers, you Scottish. That is you on that f***ing mug.
Oh, what? Oh, this mug? This mug here? This one here? Yeah, look at her. Look at her. F***ing face.
Scottish
Look at
man
her.
and boy child.
Full of your tears and make you drink them.
Unlikely lines from a Star Wars movie. I need to break into the Death Star's computer system. Who knows Darth Maul's mother's maiden name?
So, welcome. Parasite the Grey. What do I think about it? So, first of all, there is a person who I watch on TikTok who supposedly is in this. And I'm not commenting on it. It's not because I'm like, oh no, that's not a place. Because I don't know who it is. Because I think they're not doing like a big role, they're doing a small role. I think there's not like, I don't know what type of role. But I didn't see like, oh, this person is this person. So either I'm dumb, which probably is true. Obviously, if you know who it is, you know who it is, and my brain's skipping on his name. It's about who did the series where it's like, he has like sounds, and just like he's really cool, and he's really awesome. And I know it describes a lot of people. Not me though. So anyone but me. Anyone who but me who makes good content. Which is a lot of people. But like they said they were in this. And I'm like, oh, really? And then I was like, wait. So again, most likely me, because I'm bad at like recognizing people. If I'm like, don't know, I'm gonna see them. I sometimes blank on faces. I don't know why. Really don't. Because usually when I'm like, I know they're coming. So it's not like a face recognition problem. I just blank on names. I don't know. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to look at this. Is this cool? So I watched Parasite. I don't think I watched all of it. And I know the idea, I know the concept. And this, I think, is just this fun idea. A little like offside, a little bit like, here's some other group dealing with the situation. It's so cool. It's so awesome. And the effects. It's in one of those camps where it's like, legitimately looking at it, looks horrifying. And I feel like that's on purpose. I feel like if I look at this for too long, I'm just going to go... I feel like if I see this in real life, I'm like, I'm gonna run. It looks absolutely, and I feel like it's somewhat meant to be, because it doesn't look disgusting in a way that's like, it actually is bad. It looks horrifying. When like the head splits up, I'm like, that is not normal, that is not normal. The one thing I also like is during some of the things, the head turns to a different material. I'm not gonna say which characters, but like some of the parasites, when they die, their head turns into a specific material, which obviously which looks a lot like more like harder, like wooden rather than like flesh. So I love when you see like the bodies of them, and you just see like a body, which I don't know how they did it. Probably like a neck down is probably like one of those prop bodies, like the things that I see and saw, because I saw one of the things where like they had like a fake neck, so they could probably do like a fake neck and shoulder torso thing with like the head. But if you look at it, it's like, okay, this looks unsettling. Like, I know it's no longer alive, but kick. Oh, good. It looks so And the fights are so absolutely awesome. I also love the conflict, and I love the idea of all of it. It's so fun, it's so insane. And I love this because you have a person where it's like, it's only half of the body, and the idea is like, because you're fully fused, you have more of a defense for like keeping the body alive, which is absolutely insane as an idea. It's so cool, it's so awesome. I definitely recommend to watch Parasite with Grey.
Religion? Jewish? Okay, go to room 21, but be very quiet when you pass room 8. Muslim? Okay, go to room 50, but be very quiet when you pass room 8. Agnostic? Okay, go to room 71, but be very quiet when you pass room 8. Why must we all be quiet when we pass room 8? Oh, the Catholics are in room 8, but they think they're the only ones here.
Yeah, the first game I decided perfect on a computer or at all is obviously Cuphead. The obviously calming, good for a first player game. Sarcasm aside. Please.
Dancing, walking, rearranging furniture. Babs is shopping. I let the bird out of the cage.
Inner peace. Inner peace. Dinner, please. Dinner with peas in a sesame soy glaze.
This is not working at all.
You know why a pickle is called a pickle? It's because pickles are disgusting. Why do you like them? If you like pickles, you have people in your basement.
Hi, if someone tagged you in this video, it's because you're more than just a friend to them. You're a potential partner for life. In crime, that is. Wait, you thought this was going to be romantic? Hell nah, you're an accomplice.
This is Cupcake.
So I recently watched Laid Back Camping Season 2, and besides, I think, the couple of jabs of like how camping isn't cheap, and it is a pretty penny, it is mostly like the first one. This has a couple more jabs, and I like the bit at the end where they have like this, like sort of like, here's some sites here, here's some sites here, and it shows off like how camping is a place where you can just go to one place, stop, camp, go to the next place, and then see places. You see, in like, people were like, I go on holiday to like see the world and like see this. I'm like, fair, valid. That's a good reason why to go camping. But just a sec. So I think it's just like one of those things that's just really interesting because it has this like real fun look at camping. And yeah, I'm biased. I like camping. There's nothing I can say to be like, no, camping is so fun. It's so interesting. And it's absolutely worth, this season is worth watching. And better yet, go camping. So fun because it's so fun to do camping. Again, I like camping.
One, die, 2, 3, where it should be. The Walking Dead symptom. Insomnia, amnesia, and people cause people to walk around grey, tired. Okay, that is absolutely insane. I wasn't even doing this on purpose. Insomnia and amnesia. It's probably marked by like I accidentally mistakenly for MapPath. You can probably do one on maybe like Carl, because they're trying to get one of sort of Mr. Beast. So like getting someone who will either get them big or get them closer would be the ideal choice. So like the other choice, which I think would be really interesting, would be to do one off Smosh. But I don't know, the amount of work you have to do for all of that would be absolutely insane. I mean, I don't think that would happen, but I feel like that might be the like next best thing to do, like get them in this, which would be hard, but would be like the best thing to do.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, buddy.
Can you make me a pair of mechanical wings so I can fly like Captain America?
What? Of course not.
Why?
Because you're too little to be flying.
Is it because I'm too little or because you can't make them?
It's both. I cannot make wings and you are not big enough to be allowed to fly.
What about a jetpack?
No.
But Dad has a jetpack and he takes me for rides all the time.
What?
I didn't agree to anything.
Dad also has a closet full of guns. That doesn't mean you can have any of that.
So you're saying it's the technology that's dangerous?
Of course the technology is dangerous.
So if it's just the technology, you should have no problem with me flying using the Force. I can be super safe and use it to help you, get things out of high cupboards.
Nice try, kid. Back on the floor or I'll hide the Xbox power cord again.
No!
So, Shangri-La. Joe up this. I like this. It's fun. It's really interesting. It has this sort of like fun, like video game sort of aspects. But it's like, it explains why, like, a lot of people are like, oh, why hasn't this happened and why haven't these things happened? It's because, like, they're looking into such a small portion of the window. Stuff like this, rare, it is. These things, like, they've even acknowledged, is rare for, like, oh, them to find this out. But, like, even one of the things is, like, this person is, like, known, but, like, no one defeats it because it's too hard. So I love that idea. I love all of it. I find it really interesting. Like, really fascinating. Alongside the game just looking... The game in the anime. Just looking absolutely like an absolutely S-tier game. Because it's meant to be, like, the best of the best. So, obviously, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I get it. This is insane. And, why is this recording? Thank you. Stop recording. Anyway, it's absolutely insane, absolutely intense, and I think it's absolutely really bizarre and interesting. Definitely for something like this. So yeah. Yeah. Also, because alongside this being the last video of the day, I'm going to do a bit of an update, which is on, like, Sunday, I might get all the week videos downloaded onto my computer, do a bit of editing, not literally keep all the footage, but keep the funny bits and then do a montage. I want to do for this because I didn't want to do a separate video for, like, here's an update, and then I had to, like, do that, which I don't want to do. Where's the word react? Anyway.
Just with this, and I just... Hey, Pink Double, I hate you. I don't think I got anything from that though. Besides it. My bad, I guess I created the zombie apocalypse. I'm so sorry. I just had to beat a level, you understand. Like, I was in the middle of a game and, like, I had to beat the level. Like, I couldn't not beat a level. Then that led to me creating the zombie virus. Like, you get it. You get... Like, completing a level is very important. So yeah, I'm sorry I created a zombie apocalypse. But to be fair, I have got a perfect score on my video game. That makes it better, right? That makes it better. Like you don't want to kill me now, right? Sure, it's all fine. I've got a perfect score on my radio. We do have the zombie apocalypse, but like I've got a perfect score on my video game level. So that makes it even, right? Roundabout, maybe.
Gromit! Wake up, Gromit! Come on, Gromit! We've got to hide the body! There's no cheese and crackers in prison, Gromit! Now come on! Who will they believe? A man or his dog? They don't allow dogs in prison, Gromit. They'll put you down. Now come on!
So, yeah. Bluey Season 3. What can I say that isn't already probably said by a lot of other YouTubers on YouTube? I forgot what to say. I forgot the words to use. But yeah, this is one insanely awesome and creative. It's so cool and so interesting, alongside being absolutely fun, entertaining, and just overall one of the most interesting shows. That doesn't go into simple, like, simple things with, like, other shows. And I know, like, a lot of people made these points already. A lot of people have already made these sort of, like, things with Bluey being, like, feeling more emotional, feeling more, like, real, and feeling like it's really speaking to people. And I get that. But Season 3, and definitely the absolute special of Versailles, I'm like, because, and like, I was not going through this because my head was somewhere else, but I'd moved house like 3 times. And yeah, I had to move house to even, I think, another country for like a work. My dad had to work, so I had to move to Switzerland for like 4 years from when I was 4 to 8. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but I have. So, like, I had this whole thing, like, when I was 4, obviously, I didn't really know what was going on. It was one of those things where it was like, I saw what was happening. I'm like, I know something's happening, but, like, I don't think I registered it. I think, like, even my first memories, it's not like I've got this picture detail. I've just got, like, a sort of, like, stick figure drawing of my sister going down on skis, my mum at the top, and I think Chantel, who was someone who helped us around the house, at the bottom. And it was that sort of thing of, like, because we were learning to ski, because Switzerland. But I like it. I just overall think it's absolutely really interesting, that sort of thing, talking about, like, there's not good or bad, but just things that sometimes happen, and it's, like, really interesting. And I love that. So, yeah, I just think that's absolutely interesting. Absolutely interesting to think about. So, yeah, it's fun, it's awesome, and it's absolutely 100% worth watching. Is anyone going to comment about Bluey Season 3? No, I don't think anyone's there. But, like, it's really good. Go and watch it. But, yeah, I think it's, like, really interesting. Really awesome. And absolutely 100% worth to watch. It really is. It really is that good, I think. So, yeah. Again, if you haven't already, go and watch it. But it is absolutely 100% so good.